The Sharps Relia-Bolt is a new and improved design for your AR platform rifle that will not only help aid in reliability, but also is a product that will outlast similar mil-spec bolts. So let's jump right into this. What is this thing? Well, this is what at first glance appears to be a standard run-of-the-mill AR15 bolt, but upon closer inspection you'll see that it has quite a few differences from your standard mil-spec bolt. And the biggest and most important change that you will see is that the lugs are rounded off in the front. They have a tapered front to them, and the design for this is in order when you have a rifle that's been used hard and your chamber is full of debris and carbon buildup and all those things that can cause a rifle to stop functioning. This has these rounded off lugs that will help guide in there. They're tapered, they're meant to lock in a little bit easier. Now the back sides remain their normal squared off self, so there's no loss in strength when it comes to the actual lockup in the rifle, because the backs are exactly how they would be in your normal AR style bolt. This has a NP3 coating, which is a nickel based coating, and what makes this one kind of unusual is that the coating process leaves a substance pretty much which is Teflon on the bolt, which makes this thing very easy to clean and helps reduce fouling and grime that's going to stick to it that may cause malfunctions. And the last big upgrade with this that you'll notice is the steel. Your normal mil-spec bolt is made of 158 Carpenter steel. This guy here is made of an S7 tool steel, which is significantly stronger, has better yield and tensile strength than your 158 Carpenter. I wanted to give you a close-up view of your standard mil-spec bolt versus the Relia-Bolt. Look at the difference in shape, how rounded and sleek this front end compared to these square fronts. If you were pushing this into a dirty chamber, you could see there's nowhere for the debris to run and hide. That lockup is completely flush, whereas the Relia-Bolt is tapered. It's going to be able to squeeze in, push the fouling aside, and help with your lockup. So one of the greatest parts about this Relia-Bolt is the fact that it's made right here in the USA. There's nothing better than being able to bring you guys a product that's reliable and a big improvement, but one that's made in the USA, and it also has a full lifetime warranty. This is something these guys are willing to stand behind. One of the more important things to note in my testing of this product is how I tested it. Now what I did, in order to be fair to this bolt, now being that Sharps is making a claim that this is the world's most reliable bolt, I had to put that to the test. I almost saw it as a challenge. So I tested this bolt in both an AR15 and M16 bolt carrier group in a 16-inch carbine length upper and a 20-inch rifle length upper. I wanted the two different gas systems and the two different bolt carrier groups to make sure this thing truly is functional with different setups. So I was able to compare both, and I used a combination of both brass cased and steel cased ammunition of different qualities. Altogether, I put about 700 rounds through this bolt. Now, only about 500 of them were mine. 200 were a friend that he bought some ammo and let him go a little while, and he was able to check it out. But altogether, about 700 rounds. And the biggest kind of pat on the back to Sharps I can give them is that I literally stuck this thing in the rifle, bone dry, no lubrication, and it performed just with whatever residual lubrication was in the rifle for 700 rounds with zero malfunctions. In fact, I still haven't even cleaned it. All I've done at this point is wipe it off with a towel. I do want to talk real quick about accuracy of this bolt. Now, one of the most difficult things to determine is whether or not this is a improvement in accuracy with my rifle. And that was one of the toughest parts about testing, was trying to determine that. So I grabbed a couple targets back from the range to show you. And as you can see, like here, this is a group with my 16-inch upper with the red dot at probably about 30 yards that was. As you can see, it's about a 2-inch group. And in reality, you know, I wouldn't say that the bolt was the weak part in this test. It was probably my shooting, to be honest, but I found no appreciable difference, good or bad, when it comes to different ammunitions. They all seem to be about the same. Of course, the steel-cased Wolf shot a pretty big group. You're talking like a 4 or 5-inch group at about 30 yards with the 16-inch barrel. So it didn't seem to care much for that. Over here we have a little group with the 20-inch Wolf. As you can see, the 20-inch group did a lot better with the Wolf, about 1.5 inches, maybe 2-inch group there. And more here, I'll show you. We're not going to go through them all because there's about 1 million of them. This one here is another 16-inch group using American tactical ammo. You're looking at about a little over a 2-inch group. That you know, that 16-inch upper just isn't the most accurate on earth. And down here is a 20-inch, my 20-inch upper using American tactical ammo. That there you're looking at about a little over 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches. And so the accuracy on that was actually a little better, but this is about normally how my rifles perform, so I can't say this is any kind of an upgrade or downgrade when it comes to accuracy.